Hello, beautiful soul. I am your host, Chrissy, and this is your weekly dose of inspiration, motivation, transformation, and good vibes. Come tune in, be inspired with everything and anything under the sun, from the stories and transformations by our guests from different walks of life. Make us your Monday motivation habit. Welcome to our beautiful soul tribe. Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome to our Monday Motivation Habit. Thank you for allowing us to start your week with inspiration that could help you transform in finding your best self. Always remember that you are at the right place, at the right time, with the right people. Speaking of which, I actually learned this mantra from our lovely guest. She has been my mentor in life and in coaching for the past 5 months. She is a certified master neurolinguistic hypnotherapy life coach, a Reiki practitioner, and a NIA instructor. She also holds private sessions and corporate workshops, which she has been doing for the past 10 years. She is also the author of Master Dating, an intentional guidebook to celebrate life. She is an empowered woman who just keeps on empowering everyone she meets. So, without further ado, let's welcome our lovely guest, Kimi Lu.
Hello, beautiful beings, beautiful souls. Thank you, Christine, for having me here. I know this is the first episode ever, so I'm very happy to be here and very humbled and honored as well. And congratulations already.
Thank you so much. Good morning, Kimmy. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for saying yes for
Of
to
course.
be my first guest for this first episode. So I'm so
Yes.
excited to get the ball rolling.
Okay,
Um,
let's do
let's do this. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, you are a
it.
life coach. Well, a
Yeah.
neurolinguistic hypnotherapy life coach. So, could
Yeah.
you tell us more about what is it all about and why have you chosen this profession?
Oh my gosh, that's like a loaded question. First of
Good.
all, neuro-linguistic hypnotherapy life coaching. That's like I call it my scientific name. But I can
Mhm.
just be a life coach. And when people ask me what I do, I tell them I teach people how to make anyone fall in love with them.
Oh, that's good.
Meaning, it could be romantic, it could also be
Mhm.
like, having charisma, having rapport with people, loving yourself as well. That's very important. Life coaching for me, I used to tell people, para siyang GPS or
Mhm.
Waze, So that's the function of the life coach. If you make a wrong turn, then the life coach will help you recalibrate your way. Like, oh, okay, you turned left, but I told you to turn right. But it's okay, no problem, because we'll find another way around that. So it's something like that. And then
Mhm.
if we're going to deal with the neuro-linguistic hypnotherapy life coaching, neuro would be the brain, and then linguistic is how it communicates. And
Mhm.
hypnotherapy I really use for embedding in the subconscious mind so that they're aligned with conscious mind. So I do that especially with my one-on-one clients, which you are too, right?
Yes. Yes.
So there, life coaching. Um, and did you want my story of how I became a life
Yes,
coach?
please do. And because like I would also, because well, personally, I do already know why you've chosen this profession, but like for everybody else out
Yes.
there, because maybe they do have a calling, but then they don't know where to start, how to start, all that, or if it
Mm,
really is a calling. So like, Why? What made you choose this profession specifically?
Well, in the very beginning of this course, I was lost. So I thought, because my parents are actually marriage counselors, so I would see them talk to people, married couples, and help fix their marriages. Like they feel better, they get to communicate well. So I was thinking at that time, that maybe I could talk to someone and that this person could help me navigate my life. But I
Mm,
was trying to look for one here in the Philippines. There was none. I was super sad about it because I knew that it wouldn't be just me feeling that way. I couldn't be the only one. Like at that time, I already knew I'm not alone. But then, who will help these people who are feeling lost? If they're not in their proper mind, then they might do some harm to themselves, right? So I said, okay, what if maybe one day, if they Google, then they'll find someone, and that someone could be me.
true.
And I didn't know how to get there, because there were no life coaches here in the Philippines at that time. So I had to look. There were a lot in the US, and apparently
Mhm.
there were a lot of websites. And in the website, you will always see sign up for the newsletter. So I
Mhm.
signed up in several websites and I plugged in my email address. And then one day, my gosh, I received an email telling me that I could be a neuro-linguistic hypnotherapy life coach plus Reiki master. I said, "Oh my gosh, this is it!" And it was in San Diego, and my
Oh,
aunt
wow.
lives there. I have an aunt who lives there. So I said, "Okay, perfect. I can live with her while I'm there." So that's my journey so far. I mean, that's one of so many sessions and workshops that I attended. So there, that's my little story, Christine.
That's really good. I mean, like you did not let the lack of opportunity here in the Philippines stop you from
Yeah,
achieving what you really want. So that's really, really good and totally inspiring. As always.
thank you.
So you've been doing this for the past 10 years, right? Have
Yes.
you like, because before when I hear life coach, I feel like those who are deeply troubled are the only ones who needed one. I don't
Yeah.
know. This is the most common misconception, but like, have you heard of other things, or like, is there
Yeah.
any? What is the most common misconception, basically, of what you do?
Yes, that's true actually, that people think that they need to go to a life coach if they have a problem,
Mm-hmm.
which isn't true, because you actually go to a life coach to become a better human being, to be like to grow more, to learn more. So there's a lot of, I call it self actualization. If you
Mm-hmm.
want to be more yourself, be more authentic, then you go to a life coach. It doesn't mean that you need to have a problem. Well, some people really are like me. I was lost at that time, so I needed guidance and direction. Some people have heartaches, heartbreaks, so they seek help. Some have career like confusion, so they need to ask help as well. So there, I think that's the highest misconception, that you need to go because you have a problem. And some people actually send me messages, like when I invite them to programs, they'd say, "Oh, I don't need it. I'm okay." I'm like, "Oh my gosh, you don't know what you're missing." I mean, yes, you're okay, but can you imagine how much much more you'd feel great and
Yeah.
awesome and amazing if you just let yourself or you allow yourself to learn and attend these programs. That's it.
Totally agree. Totally agree. So, um, we've established that you did have some difficulty starting this journey because the lack of opportunities here in the Philippines, right?
Yeah.
But aside from that, like during the whole course, during the whole 10 years, when you're already doing the practice and all that, what is the biggest struggle that you faced and how were you able to overcome it?
Well, I mean, since it's been 10 years, I have a couple, but I would
Mhm.
say like my first 2 years would be the most challenging, I guess. Challenging, but now looking at it, it's very positive because nga at that time, there were nobody
Mhm.
doing this kind of work. Maybe they weren't called life coaches; they were called counselors or
Oh yeah.
maybe therapists. I don't.
Mhm.
But anyways, at that time, I was since that was 10 years ago. I was also 10 years younger, so I
Yeah.
was very young. I was 24 years old. So when people asked me what I did, I said, "Oh, I'm a life coach." And then they would give me a weird look, really weird, like, "What's that?" And then I tried to explain, "Oh, like I'm a like a GPS, I guide people, la la la." And then they start understanding. And then I get a second weird look. Okay, and
Mhm.
then from head to toe pa yan, head to toe, gaganyan. How can you help? You're so young.
Uh-huh.
Like, excuse me. So that is my challenge because I needed to
Mhm.
prove that I could help people even at a very young age.
Mhm.
And then, I mean, and then people didn't know what it was. So actually, in my first 2 years, I would say 60% of my clients were expats. They were
Oh,
foreigners
wow.
because they were the ones who were more open
Mhm.
to this kind of practice. Filipinos kasi they are more like I mean, this word keeps coming up these days, yung resiliency,
Yeah.
or like people just laugh about their problems, or
Mhm.
maybe they'll just drink with their friends and they'll feel better.
Mhm.
So we're known as happy people. So there's
Mhm.
also some kind of like stigma, I guess, of asking for help. It's
True.
like why
So
why
true.
do you need to ask for help? Can't you handle it on your own? Can't you just be happy? Can't you just smile about it? So I mean that's a struggle, trying to change and trying to teach that concept of being okay to ask for help.
True. It's okay not to be okay.
Yes, that's
Right?
a Korean
Yes.
I have, yes, it's a
So
nice drama though.
haven't seen it actually, but
Mm.
yeah. So I've actually heard about that phrase in Oz because like they do have a day for it. I think it's okay not to be okay day or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have a friend in Australia. Yes,
Yeah.
talking about Australia, right?
Yeah.
Teacher, and apparently they every month she has a mental day off, so
Oh
she can
yes.
go on a just for herself. Yeah, just
True.
to like if she needs to go and see a therapist, or maybe
Mhm.
she just needs to go to the dentist or what, or just go to the park, then she's allowed to.
Yeah, they're very big on mental health there.
Yeah,
So
super. I love it.
okay. So
Mm,
so how are you able to overcome that though? I mean, like, yes, you've explained
that's true.
what you do and they do get it, but not all of them does.
Yeah.
So
So Yes. So I was telling you, like, that's also the positive thing about it, because I was the only one doing it. So
Okay,
it's
so
not
you have
like,
nothing to compare it to.
so parang wala silang choice. Ako na lang yung only choice at the time.
Okay.
So it was a good thing. That is a
Yeah.
good thing that
Mm-hmm.
so it was a struggle. I was young and I had to like educate them on this
Mm-hmm.
practice, but at the same time, because I was the only one, that it was a good thing for me. So it wasn't so challenging to overcome it, but
Mm-hmm.
then I had consistently do it and very intentional. Everything was just like, I was so, I well, until now I'm very passionate about it.
Yes.
So I
Yes.
just, the passion burning. See, look at me with all of the people. That's
Yes.
so I have groups, I
Mm-hmm.
do workshops, I try to show up in talks, like in schools as
Mm-hmm.
well, like universities, just really trying to educate people. And before also, like, I would do things for free, lots of free things, because I just needed to educate people about it. Yeah,
You're very
that's how.
passionate in you're very passionate in educating people. I mean,
Yes.
is it, like I'm really I'm still, how do I put it? I can't find the right words.
In all.
Yes, in awe of how generous you are with
Uh-huh.
all the sharings that you're giving us, you know? And um so you've mentioned earlier as well that you are passionate. Like it's been 10 years and you are still passionate. Would you say that it's your passion that keeps you going, or is there something more?
I think that is my passion, but then, oh, also just to give a brief background, I am actually an educator. Like, I'm a teacher.
Oh,
That's right.
okay.
I'm teaching Kimi. So I really love teaching. When I was in my course, they were asking all of us why you chose this course, like early childhood education. And all of them were saying, oh, because we love children. And then others would also say, oh, because I want to be a great mother to my kids. And my answer was just because I love teaching, and it doesn't matter if they are small kids or big kids or older ones. I just love teaching. And this is why I think this attitude or character of mine, I have really, you know kept going, because it is in my DNA, perhaps,
Mhm.
being able to teach. So it's natural. I feel it's natural to me. And in terms of what keeps me going,
Yeah.
it's really, being able to witness miracles unfold right in front of my eyes, just like right now. I mean, Christine, like this entire show,
Mhm.
this is like a miracle unfolding. So
It
I
is.
am, so this keeps me going. Like, I want to keep seeing this with everyone that I talk to, the lives that I touch, I guess. So there, you'll see it in people's eyes. There's like a, as in, it's real. Like, when people say, "Oh, there's a spark in their eyes,"
That is so
I
true.
I see that, and I'm addicted to seeing it. So that keeps me going. I swear. Yeah.
That
Like, I
that's
want seeing it. Yeah.
that's really beautiful. I mean, I do understand what you're saying. That spark, it's there for some reason. It shows. It really does. Like we're just talking and then all of a sudden you'd see it. There's a spark in somebody's eyes, right?
Yes. Yeah. So can you imagine, like, why will I stop doing this?
Yes.
Beautiful.
It is. Such a
Mm-hmm.
wonderful experience. for both
Yes.
you and the person that you are
Yeah.
inspiring. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So, would you say that you've already reached success?
Um, maybe each little thing is a success. I guess
Mm-hmm.
it's really a matter of perception. So the little things I do accept as successes, I count as successes, and then also the big things. So there's a lot of success. I will not deny it. I
Yeah.
embrace I embrace all of the success, but as you know, as human beings, there's always something more. And
True.
with this something more, I don't even know what is out there yet, but I welcome it already. I am grateful for it already. Like even this year, this entire year, I remember I was saying in the beginning of the year, I'm grateful already for the unimaginable success or unimaginable miracles that will be unfolding. And true enough, like I never imagined that we will all be at home.
Yeah.
I did not imagine that I will actually launch like a certification course already this year. I've been holding back for so long, and I didn't imagine that I also have my own podcast now. I've been
Yeah.
wanting, I couldn't, but now I have. Like all of these things were unimaginable. I would always say that, like, allow me to receive unimaginable like success, like
That's
surprise me.
cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I've read that before. You posted about it. Like you're allowing life to surprise you. That's
Yes.
really beautiful. I mean, I
Yes.
do think about it from time to time. From like, life, I'm ready for it. Let's
Yeah.
do this.
'Di ba parang ano, there's another quote that is ano, parang allow life to happen to you or something and not allow life something like that. Okay, I don't memorize that. I only memorize my line. I'm allowing life to memorize me.
Yes, and it's such a beautiful and catchy line. So, with all these successes, like, I
Hmm.
understand how you mentioned that you just allow unimaginable things to come to you, and imaginable success rather to come to
Yes.
you, and you're just letting life happen. But
Mm-hmm.
if, say, do you have like ingredients for success, or what would you say, like, for the recipe of your success, what would you say are the top three ingredients that you have or you do?
Number one, well, I right now I only have two, but maybe later there will be another
Okay.
answer. But first of all, I think you need to be super open to learning. Like
Mm-hmm.
we are lifelong learners. So each time we keep learning something, then that's actually a success, right? Like when you learn something new, that's already a success. Like I consider it a success. So just be always open to learning, be very humble enough to learn, because sometimes you think like with me, like, oh, it's been 10 years, I don't need to learn that anymore. But come on, like this year I had to hire another coach just to teach me. Yung parang
Yeah.
this is a real like lifelong learning. And then I would say already be grateful, like what I was saying earlier. Like it's not there yet, but be grateful already for the success. And there's another line that I always say, this or something better. So when you kind of like wish or set a goal, then you say, okay, this or something better, I am allowing divine results appear. Because sometimes we think, oh my gosh, this is the best plan for us. But then all of a sudden, there's a bigger plan pa pala. And so we need to always pray, like, this is what I want, God. But then if you have better plans, then I'm allowing them to come.
That's
So there. Yeah.
beautiful.
Those
You
are,
know,
I think,
mhm.
things. Yeah, those are the two ingredients I think that I would, recommend for you to have.
That's really beautiful. I admire your gratitude attitude. How
Mm-hmm.
it's actually one of the things that I learned about you, which I practice on a daily,
Yes.
and it's such it does create miracles, and I'm so grateful for you for introducing that to me and to everyone now, and
Yes.
it's wonderful. I was gonna
Yeah.
say something.
Well,
um
I can I can say something a little bit about
yeah,
gratitude.
sure.
A lot of people say that already, and you
Mm-hmm.
see posts about gratitude, but then some don't actually really practice it like the way we practice it.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope that more and more people get to practice it, because some are in denial. They say, of course I'm grateful. Yeah, but you
Mm-hmm.
don't actually like write it down. You don't actually
Oh,
think
yeah.
about an object, and you know how we do it. Like there are different levels, and then there's
We're
another one I haven't taught you, but I'm gonna teach you soon, which is expand
excited.
gratitude. Yeah, so we'll have that next month.
Next month, okay.
Yes, that's very
Oh,
near
I'm
now.
not. Yeah, the next month. Oh, it's so exciting. Okay, so I remember now what I'm gonna say. It's beautiful that you mentioned about this or something better,
Yes.
because I have this mindset that I always ask for the best, you
Mm-hmm.
know. But then just now you made me realize that I am asking for what I think is the best,
Right.
without considering
Mm-hmm.
that maybe that is not God's best.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
Yes.
wait, I'm having chills. um, so like that realization, it's so beautiful because like maybe, yeah, maybe this or something better, because for me this is the best, but
Mm-hmm.
maybe what God's best is better. So I love
Yeah.
that. Super, thank you for that. So this
So you
is
can
better.
keep using it now.
Yes, I
This?
will. I
Okay.
will. So yes, this or something better, and gratitude for
Yes.
everything that there is to come.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh my
Awesome.
gosh, this is such a lovely talk. I don't want it to end yet, but but okay. So
Okay.
we will be going to the I call this, I actually still haven't thought of a name yet, but I would call it fast talk for now. I
Okay.
call it fast talk for now. So
Sure.
you're only allowed to answer in 2 sentences maximum.
Oh, okay. But I
Okay.
want to answer some more joke.
Okay, sige. Sige, if you want to add
Let's try.
something more, it's fine.
Or
But like let's
yeah.
try to limit it in 2 sentences maximum. Okay?
Sige.
So the first question is, what is the legacy that you would want to leave?
Oh, this is less than 2 sentences.
Okay.
I just want people to celebrate their lives, to learn how to do that. You
Oh
know.
yeah, yeah, I forgot to ask about that one. You know how um there is a line that I usually see either on your website or on your post wherein you say
Mhm.
um celebrating life every day and in any way.
Yeah, like life is a party, celebrate it. I always say
Yes,
that
yes,
because, like, now you are grateful, right?
yes.
So I think you should celebrate that
Mm-hmm.
every single thing that you're grateful for. And then when now that you also realize that you can have this or something better, celebrate that there's a possibility that there's something better,
Yes.
right? So everything should be celebrated, I think. Yeah. So
That's
I
really, so you what?
because people will live their lives to the fullest when they
Mm-hmm.
celebrate.
That is so true. And
Mm-hmm.
I love how you put it in such a way that even the little successes,
Mm-hmm.
even something, like just learning a new thought. could be celebrated. And
Yeah.
there is a shift in mindset when you get to appreciate the little things, because if you do get to appreciate the little things and then the big things come, like the joy that you would be experiencing, unimaginable. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yes. Yes. Thank
Okay,
you.
so
Oh,
second question: if you only have 24 hours to live, how would you like to spend it?
okay. So this is related to my first answer about
Mhm.
celebrating life. You know how people, when they answer this question, they would say, "Oh, I'm gonna live it as if it were my last." So you're actually panicking, at that time, like, oh my God, I only have 24 hours, need to do everything. But here's like, I have a classic answer to this, and I love sharing it with you guys. I want you guys, or I want myself, within those 24 hours, I want to live as if it were my first time to do anything and everything. Can you imagine? Like, okay, I'm gonna wake up today and it's my first time to open my eyes. So I'll see everything, like I will be in awe of everything. Then, like when I drink my water, I'll be like, what's this? Tastes so good. Like I'll be totally curious with the world at those 24 hours. So I'm celebrating each little thing that's happening to me. And who wouldn't want to die that way? Right? Yung
That's
parang masaya ka. Ayoko yung miserable na, oh my gosh, I'm gonna die na.
this is the last day. Yeah,
The last
that's
day. I want to experience things as if it were my first time. As
that's
if
really
yeah, as
beautiful.
if I just woke up and I lived again.
That's really nice. That's a beautiful
Yeah.
concept. I feel
Mm-hmm.
like it should actually be done on a daily, like
Exactly.
being
Yes.
mi- I don't know, would you say that it is being mindful or it's just really living in the moment?
I think it's both, and it's really just celebrating everything in your life. Like I'm celebrating this conversation with you. So that's
Mm-hmm.
that's that's how we're living. I mean, we can have a different perception. Of course, it's more, maybe more negative or more meh, but when you're celebrating, it's like, oh my gosh, this moment right here, I'm very present, I'm very mindful, I'm celebrating it. So it's more beautiful that way, don't you think?
It is. And I just love how this conversation is going.
That's more
Like,
than 2 seconds.
everything is shifting full 180, I think, or 360. Well, what's
180. 180.
180? 180. Okay. Okay, so last question. If you can
Okay.
only choose one to
Mm-hmm.
inspire, to motivate, or to transform, which would it be and why?
Maybe I would say transform. And I have a, like, with those three words that you shared, um like as a coach, then I would actually want to influence people to transform their lives. Because when you say maybe inspire, like they're just, oh wow, that's really nice, and then maybe they'll forget, but they won't have an action. Motivate, like as a coach, I think, like I don't want to be like utos, like, push them so hard, but I would like to influence, like with what I'm doing, like as a model, like, hey, that's really nice what she's doing, so maybe I could do it too. And in that manner, they're already transforming their lives while they're trying to transform others. So maybe amongst those three words, I would choose transform.
To transform.
Yes.
That's beautiful. And
Thank
I'm so grateful, really, really grateful to have you
you.
and to share with us your experiences. And
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that the viewers and listeners would also want to reach out,
We're
connect with
having
you.
We have a lot of comments pala. I just
Oh,
saw. So,
okay.
like she says there's
Oh,
spark
okay.
in your
Oh,
eyes.
thank you. Oh yeah, hello Michelle. I'm sorry. I'm not looking at the box, so
Yes,
let's do
Michelle
this.
is
Hello
here.
Yona. Hello Michelle. Mafe. Hello Nico.
And
And
Jimmy Ray. Who is Jimmy Ray?
Jimmy Ray. Hello.
Manel. Mm, Dami mo palang guest. Oh, congratulations.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for the support, everyone. Okay, so thank you so much for your time. Is there anything? Oh, so wait. So our viewers would definitely want to reach out to you, definitely for sure. So where
Mhm.
could they reach you? And is there anything that you would want to share? Like, is anything coming up or something?
For sure. So you can follow me on Instagram, Kimi Lu Life Coach, and you'll see everything that I do there. Also with all of the well-being boost program facilitators, including Christine. And we're
What?
having a special journaling session on Saturday. Actually, if you want to go there, it's for free. It's an introduction to the well-being boost program. There's even a mini sound bath. So just send me or Christine a message if you'd like to join that. Plus, in January, there will be like several well-being boost programs that are running Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And Christine is one of the facilitators. Yay! And so we would like to invite you to that. The special early bird rate will only last until November 30.
Yeah,
So if you want to join that, please sign up already and slots are filling up. So we'd like to make sure that you have your seat there, okay? So well-being boost program. That's our program that we want to share with all of you. We we want you to experience it because we know that we can transform your lives within a month.
that is so true. I'm actually a product of the Well-Being Boost program,
Right.
and it totally changed my life.
Mhm.
So I highly recommend that you go for it. Either this year, we still have
Just
this year,
January,
or
no
January.
more.
Oh, January.
January.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
this year is gonna be the early bird rate promo. I mean, it's gonna be ending in November 30. That's it.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they need to register already to get the promo because in December the price changes. It goes higher, of course.
Yes.
Uh, so we want you to take advantage of the special rate, and it's really, really like worth it. I promise you.
Totally. Super.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, really.
Thank
And I would also like to thank our viewers and listeners who spent time with us. I would love to hear your thoughts. Don't be shy to send me, Kimmy, messages or leave a review about the podcast on Spotify. And the
you.
video would also be up on my YouTube channel, which is Flourishing Bella. Kindly do follow, like, and subscribe. So again, you can catch Kimmy on Instagram and Facebook, which is at Kimi Lu Life Coach. Yes. And then you can also keep in touch with me via Instagram and Facebook at Hello Beautiful Soul Podcast. And don't forget to subscribe on my YouTube channel, which is the Flourishing Bella. So
Yeah.
enjoy the rest of the day, everyone. Keep flourishing. God bless.
Bye.